And now, vultures, if you will venture into the vault of horror, your host the Vault Keeper will entertain you. For this, my final fictional fling, I have chosen a grave tale. Yep, it's told by a grave. So cuddle up to that corpse over there, and I'll begin the drama of dread and death called The Craving Grave.
The wind blows sadly across the gnarled and bent trees around me. It whispers past the cold stone monuments that the others proudly hold upward toward the night sky. But upon my breast there is no cold stone for the wind to sing over. I lie silent with an emptiness within me, a yearning. The others sigh contentedly, shifting and cracking, embracing their charges, their rigid children. But I am barren, fruitless. Beneath my mounded outer skin crust, no rigid charge lies nestling. I am lonely. I am waiting. I am an unoccupied grave, crying with the crying wind, waiting for my loneliness to end, waiting for a body. I have waited like this through the centuries, watching the others around me, each in their turn, open wide their yawning mouths and take in their wards, cradling them happily within their earth wombs.
Lower the coffin.
I have lain fallow through the freezes and the thaws, hearing them nursing their foster children, and longing for my own. On Sundays I have listened to the mourners and rememberers come and cry upon the others, and place flowers upon their bosoms.
He was a good man.
On nights like this one, when the sky is overcast with low-hanging rain clouds, when I can see no stars, I can only lie and listen to the happy chattering of the graves around me, guarding, protecting, caring for their brood. I can only lie and listen and yearn. I yearn for the day when I too will reach forth and draw in my death fetus and hold it fast, suckling it with my dampness.
Here it is, Willie.
Let's get to it, Al. Not much time left till morning.
And always when the wind comes up across the other graves, it carries their laughter to me. They laugh because they have fulfilled their purpose. They laugh because they are no longer empty and barren and childless. They laugh at me.
Hard as a rock.
Here, use the pick.
But wait, what is that I hear? Voices in the wind? Voices in the night? Voices over me? And what is that I feel? Cold steel, renting my crust, cracking open my earth skin.
Dag nabbit. Why don't people die in the summertime when the ground is soft?
I'll tell my congressman. They'll pass a law.
There is a trembling down within me, a surge of excitement and anticipation. The wind dies, and the laughter dies.
How old was she?
63.
All these years of waiting, all these years of longing and yearning and crying, they're almost over. Those men upon my chest, they're grave diggers. And now it is morning. I lie with my insides torn from me and heaped up at my side. I lie open, feeling the sunlight, the cold air. I hear the crunching steps that I have heard so often. Hear the grunts of the pallbearers that have never until this day delivered unto me. And I smile. I listen with a drunken joy to the ceremony, feeling the mourners' feet upon my breast. There are not many mourners, a nephew, his wife, and a lawyer friend. But I do not care. It is not the grieving ones I am interested in. It is the one for whom they grieve.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
The coffin is lowered. I reach upward for it, accepting it, feeling of its smoothness and sensing of its contents. My death ward, my corpse charge, my own.
Come, Roland. It is done.
Yes. Yes, sir.
The mourners leave. The grave diggers step forward with their shovels. I embrace the coffin more and more as they return my soil innards to me. They stand finally upon my repaired body, tamping down my outer skin, stitching up the wound.
All right, ambitious. That's enough. Come on.
Take it easy, Willie.
The grave diggers trudge off. I am fulfilled. The emptiness within me is gone. The yearning vanished. The body lies guarded inside me. I whisper to it, soothing it, comforting it in its final rest. The days and weeks pass, but the body within my fold does not lie at rest. The body within me is not at peace. There is a stirring inside the coffin, nestling in my bosom, a fluttering, a scratching. The body tells me her story. Her name is Cynthia Meadows. She was, like me, lonely all her life. She'd remained unmarried, barren, fruitless, yearning for the things her married sister enjoyed. It's a lovely baby boy, Myra. What is his name?
I'm going to call him Roland.
The body stirring within me tells me of the lonely years, the longing she had felt for a child of her own. And I understand. Hadn't I felt the same as she?
Mama says you're an old maid, Aunt Cynthia. What's an old maid?
It's a woman who never marries, Roland. A woman who has no children of her own. She had felt the laughter, the scorn around her, as I'd felt scorn. She had watched the other women she knew marry and have children, and she had cried, as I had cried. Hurry, Edith, dinner's ready.
Yes, Mama.
And the empty years had crawled by as they had crawled for me. She made wise investments of the inheritance she had shared with her sister, and she had grown wealthy while her sister... George's business failed, Cynthia. He's lost every cent we had. I'm sorry, Myra. I'll try to help you. And she'd waited through the years as I'd waited. Finally, what is it, George?
It's Myra, Cynthia. She's desperately ill. Please, come quickly.
Myra had fallen ill suddenly. She had died within the week.
What about Roland, Cynthia? What will I do with him?
I'll look after him, George, if you want me to. And so the lonely years had ended for Cynthia, as my lonely years had ended. She'd taken Roland to her bosom, as I'd taken her. But I want my mommy! Your mother has gone away, Roland. She's gone away for a long time. Roland's arrival in Cynthia's house had meant the end of the laughter around her, the end of scorn, just as her arrival had meant the end of scorn for me. Roland, dinner's ready. Hurry. Yes, Aunt Cynthia. Cynthia, too, had been fulfilled. She'd guarded Roland, comforted him, and he'd grown into manhood. But there was a stirring within him, just as now Cynthia stirs.
I'm going away, Aunt Cynthia. I can't stay here any longer.
Roland, don't leave me, please. The scratching, clawing body within me tells me how Roland had left her, despite her pleading, left her to the laughter and the scorn around her once more. And then she discovered why Roland had left so suddenly. The money. I had $300 in this drawer. It's gone. Poor Cynthia. How sorry I feel for her. To yearn for something, to yearn for it for so long, to finally get it, and then to lose it once more. She tells me of how broken-hearted she was. Roland! Roland! She tells me how she'd tried to forget him. She tells me how her investments had continued to make her wealthier and wealthier. And then, 6 years later... Yes, who is it? Who... Roland! You've come back!
Yes, Aunt Cynthia, and I've brought someone.
Cynthia had been so glad to see Roland, she had completely forgotten the crime he had committed when he had left.
This is my wife Enid, Aunt Cynthia. Enid, this is my Aunt Cynthia.
Roland's told me so much about you, Aunt Cynthia.
They had come to live with her. Roland had begged Cynthia's forgiveness.
I was young and foolish, Aunt Cynthia. It was wrong of me to take the money. I'm sorry.
There, Roland. It happened a long time ago. So once more the laughter and scorn around Cynthia died away. Roland had come back, and he'd brought his wife. Cynthia had 2 children now. You don't know how happy you've made an old lonely woman, Enid. Roland.
We both love you, Aunt Cynthia.
Yes, Aunt Cynthia.
But then Cynthia tells me what Roland and Enid had planned.
Once we get her to make out a will leaving all of her dough to us,
we knock her off.
And now I know why the body I embrace within my earth womb is not at peace. Now I know why it scratches and stirs inside. Cynthia Meadows has been murdered.
Ah!
Her niece and nephew had pushed her down a long flight of cellar stairs. They had told the doctor.
We heard her scream and fall. We came as fast as we could. When we got here, she...
What a horrible, horrible accident!
She's dead.
The body within me turns and pushes and scratches. I try to stop it, try to make my insides hard, but it is determined. Then one night, months after I had first embraced it, the body pushes upward into the cool air, pushing outward, past my crust skin. Despite my pleading, it totters off, across the other graves, into the cold wind. The wind that carries back to me once again the laughter and scorn of the others. And within me there is an emptiness and a yearning once more. I am lonely once more. We were the same, Cynthia and I, barren and fruitless and waiting. And then the waiting ended for both of us. Roland was given to her, and she to me. But like Roland left Cynthia to the laughter and the scorn, she too has left me. Now I can only do as she did, try to forget. The wind blows sadly across the gnarled and bent trees around me. It whispers past the cold stones. I lie silent with the emptiness within me, and I wait. And then, one night, far away, I hear it. The screaming. Something is coming toward me, dragging the screaming behind it. It is Cynthia. She holds them in her vice-like grip and staggers across the other graves that have suddenly stopped laughing. She holds them, Roland and Enid, holds them out to me, and I reach for them. Cynthia helps me reach. She shoves aside my skin crust, scoops out my insides, pushes them, shrieking into my embrace. Cynthia is gone away now. The screaming has stopped. Yes, We were alike, she and I. Each waited, each got what she waited for, only to lose it again. But what we lost was eventually returned to us. Roland's and Enid's twisted, suffocated bodies lie deep within me, pressed against my earth bosom. And now it is I who can laugh at the others. For now I know my real fulfillment. I wasn't like the others after all. They're all single graves. I am a double one.
And so, kiddies, our little black book ends on this grave note. Roland and Enid were punished for their crime, buried alive by Cynthia's corpse, and our little grave rotted them happily ever after. So now, where's Cynthia these days, you ask? Why, she just wandered around till she found some other lonesome grave and dropped in on her for an extended visit. Bye now.